is Mazi Jorgensen, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make my family's homemade recipe for ice cream cake. Helping me will be my sister Hallie and our two French bulldogs, Chloe and Millie.
Hi, I'm Hallie, Mazi's sister, and I will be helping filming and making the ice cream cake. Now we're going to introduce you to my two dogs.
These are our two dogs. They are both French bulldogs, and they are going to be following along in the process of making this ice cream cake. We just got to our local grocery store to get all the ingredients for the cake. And if you go to any grocery store, they will probably have all the ingredients that you need for it. But the first thing that you are going to need is sweetened condensed milk. So just one container of this will be enough for the whole cake. The second ingredient that you are going to need is Cool Whip. We usually just use the original Cool Whip, but they're also extra creamy and light, and both of those will work just as well. The third ingredient that you will need is ice cream. So what we usually do for our ice cream cakes is we split it into halves. So for the first half, we usually do a regular flavor like vanilla. And for the other half, we split that into two, and we use two different flavors. So this time we are going to be using chocolate and chocolate chip cookie. Any flavors that you want will work, but these are just the ones that we decided to do today. The fourth ingredient that you'll need is milk. So you can use any type of white milk would work. At our house we use fat-free milk, so that's what we're gonna get. The ingredient that you'll need is a stick of butter. So you can get any type of stick butter that you want. We use Lando Frost, that's what I'm gonna be getting. The ingredient that you will need is Oreos. So we like to just use the regular Oreos, the ones that aren't double stuffed or anything. But you can totally get double stuffed, you can get mega stuffed, whatever you would like this cake to be. The seventh ingredient that you're going to need is sugar. So we're just gonna get the Walmart brand sugar. The eighth ingredient that you're going to need is baking vanilla. So we're just going to get the Watkins brand. That's the brand that we usually use at our house, but any brand will work. The last ingredient that you're going to need is Hershey syrup. So this small container should be enough for the whole cake. So this is what we're gonna be getting. We just got home from getting all the ingredients, and now we are going to start making the ice cream cake. The first step is to take 28 of the Oreos that we bought and put them in a plastic bag. Once you have the Oreos in the bag, you're gonna want to make sure that all the air is out of it so that you are able to crush the Oreos to get them as small as they can be for the bottom layer. Once you have them in the bag, we usually put the Oreos on the floor, and then we will proceed to step on them to get them small. So either you or your dog can step on the Oreos to make them small. The next step is to take a half stick of the butter that you bought, put it in a bowl, and then put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds to get it melted. As you can see, Millie did a very good job of crushing up the Oreos. So the next step is to get a 9x13 pan and then lay the Oreos out flat on the bottom of it. Once you laid the Oreos down in the bottom of the pan and patted them down, the next step is to take the melted butter and spread it out evenly over top of the Oreos.
So make as many mistakes as you can. That way someday when they ask what we want to be, you don't have to guess. You'll know.
Once you have the butter laid out evenly, then you're going to want to stir around the Oreos to make sure that each Oreo is evenly coated with the butter and the Oreos spread out evenly on the bottom of the pan. You're going to want to put it in the freezer for a half hour.
Make sure that you thaw your ice cream out so it's soft when you put it in the cake.
Butter and Oreo mixture has been in the freezer for about a half an hour, and your ice cream is thawed. You're going to want to lay the ice cream out on top of the mixture. Once you have laid the ice cream layer over top of the Oreo layer, you are going to want to freeze it for another half hour. To get a pan and to turn it on high, put in a whole stick of butter, a full can of sweetened condensed milk, and then you are going to want to add 2 cups of Hershey syrup. Pouring in the second cup of Hershey syrup, then you're going to want to bring it to a boil and then let it simmer for 5 minutes. Fudge has been simmering for about 5 minutes, you're going to want to add a teaspoon of vanilla.
Once you've stirred in your vanilla, you're going to want to take a hot pad and put your hot fudge in the fridge for a half an hour.
Here is Chloe pacing the house, anxiously waiting for the ice cream cake to be done.
Everything has been chilled. You're going to pour the hot fudge on top of the ice cream and the Oreo layers and spread it out evenly. Spread out your hot fudge evenly over top of the ice cream and Oreo layers. Put it back in the freezer for a half hour. Let the hot fudge sit on top of the other layers for a half hour. The next step is to put the Cool Whip on top. And then you're just going to want to spread that out evenly over top of the hot fudge.
She was such a helper making the cake. We can reward her with the empty Cool Whip container.
Is take your extra Oreos and crush them up all over the top of the cake. The last step after you've crushed up all the Oreos on top of the cake is to serve and enjoy.
Final result of the cake, ready to eat.
Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy the cake as well if you try it.